Well, this pandemic has impacted education as we know it. And a recent study has actually revealed that Americans are reconsidering their investment into higher education. And here to dive into what the study findings actually were is Dr. Neela Richardson with Edward Jones. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's talk about what the survey revealed because it shows apparently that Americans are showing a new commitment to investing into education. Is that correct?
Behind retirement savings and saving for emergency expenses, educational priorities rank third. So people are really concerned about saving for their kids, in particular higher education. But we've seen amidst this COVID pandemic that people are also quite concerned about that investment in higher education. We already know that college is expensive, and 80% of those who are currently saving are concerned that they may not get the same quality of education if their universities move to online learning.
Definitely. And as someone that has accumulated quite a bit of student debt, I can tell you firsthand, I know that college is very expensive. But let's talk about how has COVID really impacted higher education right now?
It's just been widespread, but different for every university, depending on the local healthcare conditions on the ground. So we've seen some universities strict to go to completely online learning. Some are trying to do a hybrid model. Some have brought students into campus. But what we do know is that traditional college experience, going to football games, going to parties, living in dorms and just socializing, much of that has been restricted. And so people are trying to figure out, in fact, according to our survey, a third of people are actually reconsidering their investments in higher education because of all these COVID-19 related restrictions.
Absolutely. I think part of that huge payment that you invest in is part of that college experience. So if that's missing, I'm sure that does have an impact. But do you have any resources that are available to help with financial literacy, which is something that I think all families could use when it comes to higher education?
We do investment resources. And in fact, Edward Jones has partnered with EverFi, which is a financial fitness curriculum. We've brought this curriculum online for free for Edward Jones clients and for our communities and for our associates. We've also used this curriculum in the classroom for high school students and teachers in about 50 high schools around the country. What we know is that it's not really timing the market that matters, it's time in the market that's critical. So young people have an advantage if they start early, they understand these trade-offs. And for families, making decisions about college education savings is also very critical when you have different priorities. So this is a online curriculum that can work for parents as well as children.
Well, I'm sure parents out there that are getting ready to invest in higher educations are all ears on any financial resources that might assist them. So can you tell our viewers where they can go for more information?
So one clear place to go is edwardjones.com/529. A 529 is a particular savings vehicle that only half of our survey respondents actually knew about that helps you save for college education, grow that savings over time, and also has some clear tax advantages. So definitely want to check that out. That's at edwardjones.com/529.
Thank you so much for your time and all of this information. It is appreciated.
Thank you for having me.
You can always find this segment and more on our website at firstcoastliving.net.